G'day guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to handpick the best GWS Giants by over the last decade. Obviously these guys I suppose were founded and started in 2012, so kind of like the Suns, where they had, I suppose, a number of players sort of at the end of their careers and sort of helped build this club. So you got players like Brogan, Chad Corns and things like that, James McDonald to name a few more. And this one was quite tough because there have been a number of players over the last 3 or 4 years that have really made their mark. But when I do this, I do it thinking back to, I suppose in the Giants case, back to 2012, I think all the way back to the start, and try and take a big overall picture of the footy club rather than just, Josh Kelly's had a really good 2 or 3 years, so I'm going to pick him. So that's not really how this works. It sort of looks at the bigger picture and the long term. Look at it over a number of years, not just over the last 3 or 4. So hence the best player of the decade. And it's very tempting there's so many stars. I was looking through and this was really tough, but kind of made it easy for myself with the criteria I set. And that player, the best player of the decade for the GWS Giants, I have picked Callum Ward. So he went from the Dogs and they got him and he came over. I believe he was their first goal kicker as well, and he's been the captain, co-captain since 2012 to 2019. So yeah, look, he's been a star of the club and over 200 games next to his name, over 100 goals, and he's just been the ultimate professional, one of the most courageous and cement head players you're likely to meet. I think that's his nickname. So yeah, he's just a brutal player at the contest. He wins it at all costs. And unfortunately, there's been moments where he hasn't been able to play for his side. So get him across the line, like that 2016 prelim, I reckon probably could have nearly pipped him had he played more. But midway through the second, he was out. Yeah, as you can see, he's good for half a goal a game. And yeah, he's just tough. He's really good with the footy and just an all-round really good player. So it was really easy decision in the end. And then also had thinkings of other players. I'll just go through some things here. So he's won best and fairest in the first year. No Giants players won more than one best and fairest, so that just shows the evenness and the talent that they've got. Yeah, so obviously not quite the credentials of some of the best players of the last decade, but certainly I feel like he's been really influential. A few Brett Kirk medals, so he's been best on ground in a few big games against the Swans. The other player I had in mind might be a surprise, but it's Shane Munford. He came across in 2014, started all the way back in 2008 with the Cats, and then he went to the Swans and then won a premiership with the Swans. And so yeah, look, he's already won a flag there, and yeah, look, he's the winning percentage for the not for the Suns, for the Giants was staggering when he was in versus when he was out. You probably often hear they say that they walk taller when Munford plays, but I mean it's no coincidence that their winning percentage just dramatically grew. I think to around 70% thereabouts when he's playing versus probably mid-50s when he wasn't playing. So look, just his presence around the ground, and whilst not being the best player, is certainly valuable. And definitely helped them big time to get to those prelims and even the grand final last year. Unfortunately, he was a bit tired in the grand final, but I think a lot of Giants were. So Cal Ward gets the nod. Congratulations, Cal. You're the best player of the decade for the Giants. He's been around since the start, and he's done a top job. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Obviously, plenty of other players came to mind: Jeremy Cameron, Toby Green, and Cornelio, and plenty more players I'm probably forgetting. Lockie Whitfield as well. So, but I feel like over the last few years they're really hitting their peak, and obviously Cal Ward was probably around that age, with around the time that these other players are starting to now peak. So there you go, guys. That's who I picked. Comment who you think was the best Giants player of the decade. Appreciate your feedback there. Like the video, subscribe away, all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging around, guys. I'll see you in the next video.